Well, we've heard some statistics this evening regarding South Carolina. And in Cherokee County, we always say that we're grateful for Union County. Because while South Carolina doesn't fare too well in those categories that you mentioned, Dan, South Carolina Cherokee County in comparison to the rest of the state fares even worse. For example, in the tests that are given to children about to enter 5-year-old kindergarten, they give them a battery of tests, and one of them is to assess their vocabulary, and they are given a certain period of time, about a minute, to identify a certain number of objects. And the proficiency level in South Carolina in the 2014-2015 school year was only 36%. That's not very good. But in Cherokee County, it was 24%. And in 2009, as you can see there, all this verbiage up there, in 2009, Cherokee County hired some consultants to perform an analysis of our county, and they told us something we already knew, that we were on life support. And if we did not do something about it, we would be behind Union County. And then pretty soon we wouldn't be able to say, thank God for Mississippi. So we started all sorts of task forces to address 5 areas in particular, which are listed here, but all of them have an underpinning of education. And as a result of that, about 1.5 years ago, Dan came to Cherokee County, as he does periodically, to visit with the local First Steps office. And at that time, he shared with the First Steps folks, as well as some other folks in the community doing similar work, like No To. And No To, by the way, stands for I know I must be highly educated for economic success and high quality of life. And 2, I know that that education is available to me, my family, and my community. We can be proud in Cherokee County to say that we are the first county in the state who actually created a scholarship fund for all of our students who graduate within a 5-year period of time and are planning to study certain topics or certain areas that will meet the needs of our employers in Cherokee County. They can obtain a scholarship and they can go to school without any costs out of their own pocket. Thank you. But as a result of recognizing the data that Dan shared with us, as a community, we decided that we were going to tackle this. We were tired of paying for failure, and that remediation, while we will always need to do that, why can't we spend the money where it really counts on prevention and on early childhood education? So we have created our own efforts to tackle the 30 million word gap, and it is called Talk to Me. And Talk to Me is focusing on parents and children from birth to 3 years of age. Several of our speakers have talked about the Hart-Risley study from 1995. I don't know how they did that study. It would have been, to me, I am not a detailed person, but to sit around and count words by hand, I don't know how they did that. But we have technology today that can do that for us. And we are the first county in the state of South Carolina and the first rural county in the country to do a study using technology that will give our parents tools and education to help them know exactly how many words they are speaking to their children every day through something called LENA, language, environment, something. And there is another piece of technology called VersaMe, Well, that's a company, and their technology is called Starling. And both are devices that actually record the conversations between parents and children, because parents are their children's first teachers, and many of them don't even realize it. So we are helping them assume their proper role and giving them the tools to do that. And we are excited about what is happening in Cherokee County. We are grateful to Dan and First Steps. And No2 is partnering not only with First Steps, obviously, but also our school district, United Way, both of our colleges in our county, the Crisis Pregnancy Center. I mean, you've got mothers who've decided not to abort their child, and they have an invested interest in that child's life, so why not help them learn how important they are in their child's future success? Our hospital, Chick-fil-A, they have something called a cell phone coop. And we are partnering with Chick-fil-A so that parents, when they come in, will actually put the cell phone in the chicken coop. And then we are partnering with them, and they are going to let us put, they have these little A-frame type of things on the tables, usually advertising their desserts and stuff. We're going to give the parents conversation starters so that they can actually talk with their children instead of having their head buried in their phone. So we're excited about what's happening in Cherokee County, and if you'd like to help us, please see me afterwards that we can take any money you want to give us and advice. Thank you for this opportunity to be here, and thank you to Dan especially for the contribution that he has made to Cherokee County.